very good evening to all of you, and we are waiting for our dear lady. She's going to join, and we would be going ahead. We have already done 2 sessions where we were talking about confidence building exercises and the ways of improving the English language. And I do have Bimba. What is that? What's your name, dear?
Hi, ma'am.
Good evening, dear. Can you introduce yourself?
Okay, ma'am, it's actually Binti Khurshid. It's an Arabic style of writing our name. Binti Khurshid means daughter of Khurshid.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. Actually, my name is Mehak Khurshid.
Oh, so yes, we are always trying to make things happen in the best of the way so that we can get charged up. Is that the reason that you changed the spellings?
What, ma'am?
No, you said your real name is?
Mehak.
Mehak, and you have made it to be Binti Kushi, right?
Yes, ma'am. Binti Kushi.
And what? Yeah, all right. And you like it that way?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. So any expectations from today's session, my dear?
Ma'am, actually, it's my first class of your session.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. My aim is to improve my English language. That's why I'm here in your session.
All right. We've already done 2 sessions, my dear. So you can go back, try to listen to them and understand the various aspects we've already discussed. And, because now today we are going to be talking about, because understand this, everybody. Let me just see if there are more people there. Yes, there are some people. Good evening to all of you. Any one of you who wants to come on board and talk to us, because we are still waiting for our lovely lady to join us. But I think we have already started to talk with each other, and Anand is there. Hey Anand, good evening.
Hi Ashima, good evening. To have the 3rd session in this series. I think it's been a fantastic series that we are on. So, for those of you who are joining for the first time, Ashima has been doing this series on how to improve your language and communication skills. Ashima also does the channel every day at 12:30 in the afternoon, which covers various aspects of mental health, relationships, a bunch of issues that help us build our personal and professional growth. And so, Ashima, thank you so much for this session. So I'll let you take over and start off to set the context, and from there we can move it ahead. Does it sound like a good plan?
Thank you very much, Anand, and thank you for the kind words. And today we are going on to be talking about, we've already done 2 sessions on confidence building and various aspects, and today we are going to be focusing on the writing and reading skills, right? And just to tell everybody that whatever you're doing in language, everything is connected. Now, for example, if we talk about reading, when you're reading, you're actually trying to practice how you speak well. So everything is connected, right, Anand?
Yeah, sorry, I was speaking on mute. Yes, absolutely. I mean, I always find it very difficult to break down communication into its elements, Ashima. I find it, even language to its elements, right? You can't have, so you can become damn good in vocabulary, or you can become very good in, say, grammar. It doesn't make you a great communicator, right? Communication goes a lot beyond the construct of the language. In fact, we often talk about, you did cover that in fact, right? It's about listening. It's part of communication. So it's not necessarily about any language. It's not necessarily. So when you break it down into its parts, it's difficult to explain it from that perspective. So we have to understand the parts, and then you need to understand how all of this comes together to build, or become a good communicator. And I think the part that you are doing is to talk about different aspects of it, but I don't think we can separate it out completely and then look at them in isolation. Yeah, totally agree.
Absolutely. Wonderful words, Anand, into reinforcing what I was talking. And when you talk about, thank you very much for those kind and wonderful words. And when you talk about learning any language, the interconnectedness of various aspects, whether it is speaking, listening, reading, writing, and when we talk about your positive mindset and confidence and mental well-being, all these are connected in a very, very big manner. So before we start today's session formally in the way of, talking of various things, I'll just quickly go back to the tips of session 1 and session 2. I think that's something which I would love to, have people following if they can, because it's about making a connection with yourself. And in the first session, we gave 3 tips, which were be childlike always. And when you say be childlike always, it means you should be always ready to ask and never get embarrassed or hesitant. Because as we grow up, we start getting very hesitant of asking for things because we are afraid that people might laugh at us. They might say, ye bhi nahi pata. And there are chances, there are times, even yesterday when I was talking to my kids and I was like, what is this? And my son comes back and says, Mama, you don't know this? I said, yeah, I don't know. I would love to hear from you what it is, and I would want to understand. So this is a very good quality, instead of feeling embarrassed, if you can just be childlike and instead of feeling embarrassed to what people say. Because remember, we are all programmed. We all have learned to think if after a certain age we don't know something, that means there's something drastically wrong with us. So it's about time we changed it. Anand, why don't you say what you wrote?
I was just saying that, if the earlier ones that you're referring to, those are available as recordings. So at any point in time, if you want to listen to the earlier ones after the session is over, you can go back and search for them. You can also find it in Ashima's profile. You will see in the earlier discussions where she has spoken. Or if you look at Masterclass, you will find these recordings there. So they're tremendously useful discussions. So if you want to listen to them, feel free to listen to them after this session.
Yeah, and today we are on the 3rd session. We have already done 2 of them and we'll have 2 more. So, we hope that you will get benefited in many good ways because we have tried to bring in every element. So, the tip 2 of your session 1 was be your best friend. When we say be your best friend, it means never feel, bad or never criticize, because we always get into the self-critical mode. But if you are with your best friend and you're in a self-critical mode, your friend tries to pep you up. So you got to be your best friend. And the 3rd tip was accept, acknowledge and act technique. I'll not explain it here. If you really want, go back to the session 1. And the universal tip in this session was practice, practice and practice. And from sessions 2, the tips were create a positive mindset. 2nd was challenge yourself. And 3rd was enjoy the process. Whatever you do in your life, if you don't enjoy the process, you will not be able to ace it. And when I say ace it, I had given 2 different aces. So you'll have to go back to session 2 to understand what we were talking about in session 2 about ACE, ACE as the word, and ACE, ACE as the acronym. So moving on to session 3, where we are talking about reading right to speak right. Remember, if you read right, you will be able to speak right. And when we talk about speaking, ladies and gentlemen, it's basically about how you formulate the words, how you intonate the words, how you modulate the words. Because if we are talking about something which is monotonous, for example, if I just go on to, talking to you in a tone which is very flat, which is monotonous, wherein I don't give any rhythm, Why do we hear to the songs? Why do we love the rhymes? Because they have a rhythm. So when we are speaking, if there is no modulation or there is no intonation, we will not be able to send the message across to the other side. So it is very, very important to read and well, and only then you will be able to speak well. I hope that made sense. And we have some people. So before we go on further, if you have any questions, we can take them on. Or otherwise, yeah, somebody speaking. Yeah.
Ma'am, actually, I want to know how can we, मतलब हम अपने इंग्लिश में कैसे फ्लुएंसी ला सकते हैं? How can we fluent in English? What improve that thing?
Session when we were talking about fluency. So when you talk about fluency, bacha, you don't have to just focus on fluency. It will automatically happen. And remember, fluency is something which happens over a period of time. This you remember Amitabh Bachchan's dialogue? You learn in English, walk in English, talk in English, think in English, right?
Yeah. Yes.
When now, for example, I think I keep giving example of myself when I was in my 20s, when I was 20-year-old to be precise, and I accidentally became English language and personality development trainer. So I made sure that I watched anything and everything. There you used to have all those English classic movies, and in today's world and time when you are there, you have such an exposure to the entire world. So when you are listening to somebody, when you're trying to understand how they're modulating, I think I have spoken about a lot of techniques and tips about shadowing, trying to modulate, trying to speak, trying to speak to yourself and record yourself. For example, if you were to record yourself, somewhere we all know what is the right way of speaking. Why? Because we all love to hear things which sound beautiful, which are rhythmic, where people are really talking in a tone which is soothing, which doesn't put us to sleep. Right? So if you record yourself and you understand the way you speak, the fluency would automatically happen, my dear. You want to ask something else, right?
Alexa, for your to help you on this one, I have sent you a DM of the last session that Ashima did on the fundamentals of language. So you could listen to that conversation. I've sent it to you as a DM.
Okay, I will see.
Thank you very much, Anand. That was really, really prompt, and that's wonderful, because I think the purpose of Mensa is to make sure that it becomes a very beautiful app where people can connect, there can be communities, there people can network, people can learn language, English language, in a way that it becomes a part of themselves, and so that they can participate in a lot of circles where there are a lot of discussions happening, vocabulary, grammar. I think whatnot is not happening. Everything is happening. So once you have grown and you can start making your own circles and people participate, the confidence level and the fluency, because you're mindfully concentrating on that, would definitely start going up. You all would experience that. Okay, going further to the strategies of improving reading and writing, I'll be just taking you through a monotonous, I don't think I'll try to make it really monotonous, but if any one of you have some questions, please do come in and ask the questions. So when you're talking about reading, you have to choose the right level. That's the first thing. For example, if I am somebody who is at the level of, let's say, level 2, I'm in the intermediate level, and I start reading books of the advanced level, or I start reading the books which are a little, on the beginner level, I may not be able to do justice. So you have to choose the right level of reading books. Something which is not too easy, something which is not too difficult, because if you start getting on to difficult, it will really become discouraging and you'll not be able to follow through, and then you'll say, no, I can't do it. You will start getting negative. So you have to choose something which makes sense to you. The subject matter which you choose is also important. You can't choose any random thing. Something which you love to read. Something which interests you. That really, really matters, because if you're reading something which is not your subject matter, which doesn't interest you, you will not be able to do justice to you. Now, anybody who knows what subject matter they love to read, would you want to write it down and tell us what you love to read? And we would be able to quiz one or two people about that. Because until unless you're reading right, you will not be able to do justice to yourself. And then we go on to focusing on the comprehension. What is the meaning of comprehension? How to comprehend, how to understand. You have to understand the meaning in the context. I've seen a lot of kids, what they do, they start reading something, and the moment a difficult word comes, they will start looking up for dictionaries, which is a good habit to look for the vocabulary dictionary, right? But the flow gets broken and you're not able to maintain continuity, and then you would keep coming back at every word. So what will happen? You will not be able to comprehend and enjoy what you're reading. So what you have to do is, if there is a difficult word, you have to put your brains, your mind to work and try to understand the meaning in that sentence instead of running away to a dictionary. Today, yes, it is very easy. आप एक बुक उठाते हैं, एक वर्ड आता है, फटाफट फोन पे बोलते हैं ओके गूगल टेल मी व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ कॉम्प्रीहेंशन, वो झट से देती है. टू कॉम्प्रीहेंड मीन्स टू अंडरस्टैंड, टू गेट इनटू अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ समथिंग, सो you know. So if you think you are that smart and you can really manage, please do that. Otherwise, try to comprehend it inside the sentence, make the meaning, because a lot of words, the meanings change as per where they are used. Especially in Sanskrit per se, because I'm reading Sanskrit these days. So going further, if you have difficult words, please make sure वो एक आप छोटी सी डायरी और पेन रखें, उस पे आप डेट डाल दें और वो वर्ड लिख दें कि भाई आज ये वाला वर्ड आया डिफिकल्ट. लिखते लिखते पढ़ते पढ़ते इफ यू वांट टू राइट, गो अहेड एंड राइट इट, बट डोंट रन टू द डिक्शनरी. एंड व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट रीडिंग, it is said when you read aloud, see, it's like this, when you're learning something, what is happening? You're trying to send messages to your brain. You're trying your brain to making your brain to understand that something has come in. I'm trying to comprehend it. I'm trying to understand it. So brain को समझ में आ गया, meaning समझ में आ गया. But when it comes to speaking, you will know a lot of people are very good at writing. But when they are writing, they would write excellent. But when they are told to speak, they will not be able to speak. Why? Because there is a mental block which says, I can write well, but I cannot speak well. So to break that mental barrier, you will have to read aloud. Aloud means, let's say you wrote a beautiful paragraph or you wrote a beautiful story. So you read it aloud so that your mind, your sound, your eyes, because you're reading, right? So your brain is getting the message through the voice, the sense. Two senses have got involved, your eyes and your mouth, you're speaking. So that sends better messages to the brain and they start getting into the brain and your brain would automatically start processing it. So when you want to speak later on, it will already have reached your mind. That is why it is said, reading, those who read a lot of books, those who do a lot of reading, their mental processes become better because a lot of data is going in. And when you're reading aloud, you're trying to, make that balance happen in the reading and understanding both. And your speaking would become better. Did I make sense? के किसी को लगा नहीं भाई, what she's talking is not making sense. You can speak, my dear.
While Alexa and Binte comes in, it's such an important thing that you are talking about, Ashima. I went through this personally myself, right? When I was younger, I could write very, very good English, but speaking was a big a serious challenge. And it is not about the language, as you said. It's a lot about what your mindset is, right? What your belief is in terms of whether you are able to communicate. What if you go wrong? It's a matter of confidence. And how do you build that confidence? I mean, it's like swimming. I can swimming to somebody in all detail. It's about, I can even show them a video. It doesn't help people swim. You have to get into the water to swim. And that is exactly how speaking a language is. And the other thing that I feel could be tremendously useful, Ashana, is also, there is research evidence to this, that if you make notes, if you write, even if you're not writing anything sensible, even if you have the habit of writing anything from it, processes that information better. And so very often people say that, why should I make notes? The notes that I've made in the past, I don't go back and refer to them. Even if you don't, that the very fact that you made notes while you're reading something has helped you imbibe or get that information, comprehend that better as far as your brain is concerned. So I think that's one habit that I think it could be very, very useful when you're as a strategy as far as reading is concerned.
Absolutely, Anand. What you're saying makes complete sense. I think this was one next point, that whatever you're reading, if you can summarize, if you can try writing it in words, you would have understood whatever, as you said, kuch bhi likha, whatever you wrote, if it made sense to you, and if you were able to comprehend and put it on paper, that would kind of get etched on your memory, and it will be there whenever you want to retrieve it. Right? That really makes absolute sense. And I think we are told that ears also get involved when we are speaking. Yeah, absolutely. You've so rightly said. While we are speaking, the brain is processing. We are listening to it also, because we all do listen to ourselves also. So we listen, we speak, we comprehend, we write. See, everything is happening at the same time. So we are trying to make ourselves get into the mode of doing everything together. And that's how we are going to be making it happen. A lot of people, when 20 years back also, when we had all the students coming to us, we would have all these offline classes, and students would want to learn English, improve their personalities. They would want to do it in 2 months. Mind you, there is no 2 minutes Maggie noodle anywhere in this world to learning a language. And to support that, you all, whatever native language you speak, or whatever native language you are, which place you are from, you have learned a language over a period of time that became part of your system, because anybody and everybody around your system was speaking in that language. For example, I have been a trainer all this life, and this is a joke if you all can understand this joke, as in it was my life's thing. When my kids were born, I have twins who are 11 years now. So we were in Bombay, and for some reasons we had to shift down to Delhi. And my husband, his plea was, he's like, my children have come to Delhi. Delhi people don't really speak English. And I'm like, oh my God, is it really true? Because I have been teaching English always. So for 5 years, all of you, I never spoke to my kids. And that's the truth of my children's life and my story of being a mother, that for 5 years, I did not speak one single word of Hindi or any other language to my kids. So my communication mode with them was always English. And so what happened? Today, when they speak English, it comes naturally to them. Why? If I am from a Punjabi family, if my parents are speaking Punjabi, if I'm from a Telugu family, I'll definitely put into my system. In the same way, if you make English your part of the system, Amitabh Bachchan said something jokingly, but that was the truth. You have to eat English, you have to sleep English, you have to think English, you have to walk English, you have to talk English, and you have to keep improving yourself. And as we have already spoken, how you do your self-assessment, how do you set your targets. We would even be talking in the next circles about putting your goals and SMART goals and all that stuff, how you make them. And you don't just say, I want to learn English. You make your target and you say, in this month, I want to improve my English so that I can form 10 beautiful sentences in a flow. So you'll have to make shorter goals for yourself, but you'll have to eat, sleep, drink English. All right? I'll give you Anand, I'm going to rhyme for everybody. I hope everybody's not gone on to sleep. Anybody, can you come and, tell us a rhyme or a story, a short story or a joke, so that we can hear how you speak, how you modulate, and how you intonate. Anybody who wants to come in? Anand, do you think somebody would join us?
Hey, join in, guys. These sessions are meant for conversations rather than monologues. So anybody come in, and it's okay. It doesn't matter. We don't, we are not judging anybody in terms of what you're saying. So do join in. Anshul, let's come in. Yes, let's hear Anshul. Thanks, Anshul.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening.
I have one story, but I have difficult to tell in English, so I tell it. Okay.
अच्छा चलो ठीक है.
इसको मैंने न्यूज़पेपर में पढ़ा था और ये बिरबल और अकबर की कहानी है. कहानी में एक दिन क्या होता है कि अकबर की एक छोटी बेगम थी. वो अपने महल के छत में थी, तो फिर उसने अपने शाही बगीचे में किसी आदमी को देखा और अकबर भी उसके साथ था. तो वो बेगम ने उसे मनहूस बोला. तो अकबर ने, तुम इस व्यक्ति को क्यों बोल रही हो मनहूस? तो फिर वो बेगम ने बताया, जब भी मैं इस व्यक्ति का चेहरा देखती हूँ तो मुझे खाना नसीब नहीं होता या फिर मेरा कुछ काम नहीं होता. तो फिर अकबर ने सोचने लगा ऐसा कैसे है. तो फिर अकबर ने जो बगीचे में था व्यक्ति, उसको अपने महल में बुलाया और एक रूम दे दिया कि एक दिन के लिए तुम मेरे ही महल में रुको. तो फिर अकबर दूसरे दिन वो सुबह उठते ही साथ वो आदमी के पास चला गया, वो व्यक्ति के पास, और उसका चेहरा देखने लगा. और वो व्यक्ति सो रहा था, तो उसने भी सबसे पहले अकबर का चेहरा देखा. तो फिर उसके बाद अकबर अपना काम के लिए चला गया ना. तो उसके बाद ये हुआ कि जब उसके खाने की बारी आई, तो मतलब अकबर को तो सब ठीक से ही मिलता था, लेकिन उस दिन क्या हो गया था, उसके खाने में दाल में छिपकली गिर गई छत से. तो फिर अकबर ने सोचा मेरे साथ कभी ऐसा पहले नहीं हुआ था, तो ये कैसे हो गया. फिर उसके ध्यान आया कि मैंने उस व्यक्ति का चेहरा देखा था. तो फिर अकबर ने सोचा कि किसी और के साथ ऐसा ना हो, तो मैं इसका क्या करता हूँ, इसको काल कोठरी में बंद कर देता हूँ. तो फिर उसने आदेश दे दिया कि ये व्यक्ति अब से काल कोठरी में रहेगा. तो वैसे ही अब जब ये बिरबल ने देखा, सोचा इस व्यक्ति को क्यों डाल रहे हो, तो पूछा कि मैंने इसका चेहरा देख लिया, ये मनहूस है, किसी के साथ ऐसा ना हो, तो इसके लिए मैं इसको काल कोठरी में ही बंद करके रख रहा हूँ. तो फिर अकबर ने कुछ सोचा और नहीं बिरबल ने कुछ सोचा और नहीं उस व्यक्ति से मिला. फिर उसके बाद अकबर के पास गया. तो फिर बिरबल ने बोला कि उस व्यक्ति ने भी बोल रहा था कि मैंने आज किसी का चेहरा देखा, तभी मेरे साथ ऐसा हो रहा है. तो मेरे को ध्यान आया, अरे ये सब आपकी सोच के ऊपर डिपेंड होता है, ना कि कोई व्यक्ति मनहूस नहीं होता. तो फिर तुरंत उस व्यक्ति को अकबर ने छोड़ दिया.
बहुत अच्छा स्टोरी था. बहुत 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 अच्छा. अभी तुमने इतना सुंदर स्टोरी सुनाया, क्या तुमने इसको अपने शब्दों में लिखने की कोशिश की बच्चा? डिड यू ट्राई टू?
नहीं किया मैंने.
अब यहीं पर तो एक स्टेप लेना पड़ेगा, है ना. इसी को अपने शब्दों में लिखो, रिकॉर्ड करो, खुद को सुनो. इतनी ब्यूटीफुली तुमने सुनाया उसको. तो अब अगर तुम इसको अपने वर्ड्स में लिखोगी, उसमें थोड़ा सा मसाला इधर उधर डालोगी, फिर रिकॉर्ड करके सुनो और सुनो, कैसा लग रहा है. एक पहली बार लगेगा क्या आयुषी क्या लिख दिया आंचल, फिर उसके बाद लगेगा नहीं दोबारा लिखती हूँ, फिर दोबारा, अरे यार अभी तो अच्छा लिख दिया. बिलीव मी, यू कैन डू इट योरसेल्फ. वंडरफुल वंडरफुल वंडरफुल. कैन वी डू वन टास्क हियर? कुछ लोगों को बुलाते हैं जो इसको Okay, we do have somebody else, but before I let that person, Alexa, speak, I would like somebody to quickly scribble this story down. Do log, any two people who want to volunteer. Write the story in your words and follow that the tone of your own and intonate and give a rhythm, and let's see how you do it. Let's take this task. Anand, does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
Alexa, you want to say something?
No, ma'am.
All right. You just joined in? All right. Okay, you're enjoying and you joined. Thank you very much. Binte, would you want to try your hands at converting this story? Who else is wanting to? Now, let's give you this small challenge. I told you, one tip is challenge yourself. And nobody is going to judge you here, right? We are all here to help. We are all here to make sure that you all grow, you become better, and you improve on whatever level you are and go to the next level. Games में खेलते हैं ना levels, तो अपना level खुद बढ़ाओ. अपनी जिंदगी के वो जब games खेलते हुए levels बढ़ते हैं कितना मजा आता है. In the same way, challenge yourself, make your levels and try to jump the level. Challenge yourself. So now who's taking this challenge? Story को convert करने का pointers बना के ले रहा है कोई? Oh my God, Binte. Binte is saying I was not paying attention. So paying attention is one very important aspect. Remember, active listening, we have already spoken that when you are trying to improve yourself, when you're trying to listening, for example, if I am speaking, if anybody else in the circle is speaking, Anand is speaking, Aanchal is speaking, if you're going in for an interview or if you're going in for a group discussion, if you pay attention, okay, I'm not trying to, complain, Binte, but this is just a way. Wherever you are, try to be 100% and listening to what others saying. Believe me, it helps in formulating what we have to say. So it's very important to get out of our mental processes, because half of the time we have so much going in our brains that we are not able to focus on what others are saying. So you have to get out of that mode and you have to learn to challenge yourself. Is anybody going with the story? Or I'll try my hands. I don't want to. Yeah, we have one more person, Adarsh. Good evening.
So as Aanchal said, so I try to make it shorter and like as you said, the comprehension. Correct. So because I haven't done it before, so it's my first time. I'm not sure There
is always a first time, right?
Yes, ma'am. So I'll talk in Hindi. Okay. So yes.
नहीं.
So
अंग्रेजी में करना था यार. You have to do it in English.
Kind of in confidence to speak, translate those story into English. So for
अच्छा ठीक है. इसका एक और टिप दे दूं before you go on in Hindi. You can go on in Hindi, no worries. You have come in is a good thing. So we will let you go in Hindi. जब भी आपको किसी चीज को ट्रांसलेट करना होता है या लिखना होता है, remember the very important fact of writing, which we are talking today also. The very fact of writing is that you have to keep it short and interesting. If you keep it आप बड़े सेंटेंसेस नहीं बनाएंगे तो आप अपने सेंटेंसेस में उलझेंगे नहीं. दूसरी बात, आप उसको इंटरेस्टिंग बनाएंगे.
No, ma'am. Actually, I can translate, but right now I need to explain the thing in a shorter way. That's why I choose Hindi language. Okay, to make you understand better.
I get that. तो ठीक है, पहले आप हिंदी में करो, फिर हम आपको 5 मिनट देंगे, आपको अंग्रेजी में भी करना होगा. ठीक है?
Okay, yes.
Go on.
So, कहानी अकबर और बिलवर के बारे में है, ठीक है ना. उन्होंने इस स्टोरी के अपने बेटी और एक थर्ड पर्सन का एग्जाम्पल लेके और खुद को रख के हमें समझाने का कोशिश किया है कि अगर हम इस तरीके की चीज़ करते हैं जो कि सेंसलेस है, ऐसा मैं बोल सकता हूँ। तो मैं एक आपको इन शॉर्ट में एग्जांपल देता हूँ कहानी का, ये जस्ट कुछ पॉइंट हाईलाइट करना चाहता हूँ। जैसे अंचल ने बताया कि अकबर की बेटी को देखकर किसी के कोई एक पर्सन है जिसका दिन खराब हो जाता है, तो अकबर ने पर या अकबर और बीरबल, आई डोंट नो, ओके, उन्होंने एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया कि ऐसा सच में होता है या नहीं होता है। तो बेस्ड ऑन दैट स्टोरी एंड उन्होंने एक मैसेज दिया हम लोगों को ऐसा कि वी शुड नेवर जज।
आपने कॉम्प्रीहेंड बहुत अच्छा किया, आपने बहुत ब्यूटीफुल वर्ड्स बोले, व्हिच मींस यू वर रियली लिसनिंग, और आपने उसको बड़े अच्छे से कॉम्प्रीहेंड किया। आनंद, यू वांट टू से समथिंग? या ही हैज।
I was talking about how many English words you use, Adarsh. You've used quite a few English words, and if you try, I'm absolutely certain that you will be able to do this in English.
Right now, well. The reason behind it, I train my mind. Okay, so whenever I talk with anywhere now, so yeah, it's automatically coming from my mind. I don't need to think about the sentences or the words.
So you agree that you have to train your mind and you have to tame your mind. We all have to do. Wonderful. Wonderful. अच्छा, वो बेगम थी कि बेटी थी? मुझे थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन हो गया।
मैम बेगम थी।
Just trying to bring a little humor element here. Nothing wrong either. So वो बेगम थी नहीं थी, बट उसके अलावा जो आपने स्टोरी का कॉम्प्रिहेंशन और उसका जो मॉरल उठाया वो बहुत ब्यूटीफुल था। एनीबडी एल्स हु वुड लाइक टू ट्राई हैंड्स एट इट वाज ब्यूटीफुल। व्हाट आदर्श डिड इज समथिंग वंडरफुल। एंड अगर आप में से कोई आके इंग्लिश यानी इंग्लिश और हिंदी का प्रयोग करना चाहते हैं और यू वांट टू स्पीक कंप्लीटली इन इंग्लिश, यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम इफ यू वांट टू ट्राई द सेम स्टोरी। एनीबडी? सो राइटिंग, you have to keep it short, and when you're keeping it short, you will be able to speak in much better ways. Anybody who wants to try his or her hands at the story? Come on. Nobody? Are you all present? Anand, everybody who seems there are there, right? Are they listening?
Yeah, people. They are all listening, but do join in. Don't worry. There is no. We are not trying to find right and wrong here. We are just trying to, start off this conversation, and we want to make it like nice and simple. So the fact that Alexa, until others, since they had all joined in, has made this conversation so much better. So if you can join in, do join in. At any point in time, you can join in.
Alexa, you want to go in?
Listeners, then somebody else can join. Thanks, Adarsh. Yeah, now you should be able to join. So please feel free to join.
I think Alexa is already here. Yeah.
Actually, I can try. This is the movie, which is Charlie 666, and it shows the bonding between a human and animal. There is a strong bonding between the human and animal. How animal understand your languages and what their emotional, जो इनको emotions दिखाने होते हैं, they show with their gestures. So if they can't speak, they understand your feelings, your emotions. When you are sad, when you are happy, to take care of you, and they also feel happy when you are you are around between them. So from this story, we हमको ये पता चलता है कि एक ह्यूमन और एनिमल्स के बीच में अच्छी बॉन्डिंग हो सकती है। अगर वो बोल नहीं सकते हैं, बट क्या कहते हैं, आपको अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हैं।
Absolutely. The language of love, the language of body is understood by everybody, irrespective of it is whichever being, right? If you were to pat a dog and if you were to slap a dog, they can understand. And that is why it is said, when you're speaking, try to put a smile on your face. Try to have a body language which is comfortable. Try to sit in a position which makes you feel comfortable. Try to take deep breaths before you start speaking. Because if you take deep breaths, that will relax you. That will make your mind comfortable, your body comfortable. And if you put a smile, it will really make you feel good.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah? Hey, Amrita,
yes,
how are you? Thank you very much, Alexa. That was wonderful. So remember, nobody else is wanting to come. मुझे ये story का English रूपांतर चाहिए. I want the English version of the Akbar and Birbal story. सबके पास पेन और पेपर होगा, मगर कोई लिखना नहीं चाह रहा है, right? Okay, I will quickly wrap up this story for all of you. I'll make very small sentences and let's see if somebody can try it after me. Okay? So, we heard the story of Akbar and Birbal and it was very beautifully told to us by Aanchal. The story is about how Akbar's queen was not comfortable because of one person whom she thought was unlucky. So Akbar wanted to understand if that person was really unlucky. So what he did? He brought that person into his palace, gave him a room and made him sleep there. The next morning, Birbal went to his room. Akbar went to his room and saw his face. Now, incidentally, that person also saw Akbar's face. And that day for Akbar was really bad. When he was having his food, a lizard fell into his food. And Akbar said, oh my God, this man is really, really unlucky. I really need to put him out. I really need to punish him, kill him, do whatever so that he cannot make life miserable for anybody. But Birbal, as we all know, is a very smart person. And he knew nothing like this is right. And he cooked up some antics and he made some intelligent moves that Akbar understood that Birbal is right and he was wrong. And I hope you enjoyed the story because we have so many more stories of Akbar and Birbal trying to talk about intelligence. So this also teaches us one thing, that if you are intelligent and if you are ready to take charge in a situation instead of giving into your mental processes, if you take charge of your mental processes, you will be able to make a bigger difference. Did it make sense? अच्छा अब यही बता दो मैंने सही बोला कि नहीं बोला. Was it making sense? Did I intonate? Did I modulate? Now would somebody want to try? अच्छा आप लोग सब स्पीकिंग अच्छा करना चाहते हो, फ्लुएंसी अच्छा करना चाहते हो, but most of the people are not wanting to speak. They become just the listeners. I think that's where we'll have to do something. You will have to pep yourself. Yeah, we have Adarsh again. Go on, Adarsh.
Yes, ma'am. So maybe the reason behind it, they are not good at in this field or in this situation. So that's why they are afraid to join this, and they as Anand sir said, here we will, they will not, like nobody will judge us. Okay, so whatever we want to talk, so we can talk it, right? So yeah, let's come to the point, ma'am. You translate the whole story into English, correct, ma'am?
Yeah.
So I want to know the comprehension. If you comprehend it, how you should, like in a short way, or whatever I earlier, whatever I told and whatever I share, I'm not sure 100%, so it was correct or not. So yeah, I want some feedback.
I think whatever comprehension you did was beautiful, and you shared. Right, Anand? Whatever he spoke was just to the point.
Absolutely. I think it's more than the summary. There is also the moral of the story. I think that was also explained in the way others explained it. So excellent.
We comprehend things in our own minds, in our own ways. So you comprehended and you understood that what Birbal was trying to make Akbar understand is that you have to take charge of things for yourself. You can't blame others, and you did it very right. So that is your thought process working.
So why I'm asking these questions, ma'am? Just because you translate the whole story. Okay. So while listening and while observing your what I can say, the story. Okay. So I'm curious. Okay, if I want to get a chance to translate this or comprehend it. So can I do whatever I did earlier, or do I follow the same as you describing?
No, you don't have to follow me. I'm not trying to tell you that you have to follow my mind, my brain. We all have to make our own style. And I think this is what I told in session 2 vehemently, that you can't try to be, you can't say, oh yeah, I want to talk in a style which is good. You make your own style. You nuance your accent. You speak confidently with your own modulation, not my modulation. So you reach to a consensus by practicing, by recording yourself, by understanding yourself, by writing it down, by speaking it, because we all have this brain which says, oh yeah, this is good, and the other brain says, no, you need to change it. So you got to challenge yourself all the time. Yeah? Where did he go? Adarsh? Adarsh has disappeared, did he?
Just listening because I'm giving chance to others.
All right. Thank you very much. I think Dheeraj has joined. Hey, Dheeraj, would you want to add something?
Adding as this is an interesting exercise, I would say. You giving it, asking people to narrate this, it's an interesting way of build confidence of the people. So
Dheeraj, your voice keeps breaking.
Like the story, I joined in between, so I could not grasp the initial story which someone narrated, I guess. Yeah.
So did you understand mine? I think we have another.
I understood your story. Yeah.
Okay. So do you have anything to comment on that? Because I think Anubhav also wants to speak after that.
Yeah, so it's another of the Birbal Akbar's stories, which about the intelligence of Birbal and how he is. So what happens is that when someone is higher in the authority in comparison to you, then you run the risk of not falling in line and making him as in offending him, right? So if if you are dealing with people who are higher up or senior to you, then you need to be strategic and you need to be pretty intelligent to put your point across, right? And Birbal, we know through a lot of stories. So there are a lot of management lessons from the stories of Birbal Akbar as well, which if you deploy in your workplace, you can be very successful, right? How he used to create situations so that the other person, the senior person, realizes his own mistakes. Sometimes what happens in workplace these days, or in schools also, right? Your teacher might be wrong sometimes, right? So even books are wrong, right? After all, human beings are writing those books, right? So what we learn from these stories is how to what I would say is that how to put your point across and make people realize, and there are some universal truths, right? If any intelligent person, any sane person will know that no one brings bad luck, and the existence of God, for example, it is also debatable. So there are a lot of things, and we can learn a lot from stories like this, and of course a lot from the exercises which you are carrying on.
And a very beautiful word which you brought in, Dheeraj, was strategy. So if you can strategize and take this as something, you're learning English, making yourself fluent, improving on your writing skills, improving on your reading skills, if you take it as a strategy, you will be able to do wonders to it. Absolutely. Thank you very much for sharing. Anubhav, do you want to add something, dear? Anubhav?
Anubhav, you have to speak, you have to unmute. Unmute.
I think Anubhav did unmute. Now I think is on the phone or something. I don't know. All right. Anubhav is not able to. Anand, would you want to say something before we go further? Because I would just give quick tips of writing as we just gave some. So just hear from you and then move further.
My main takeout on this entire thing is about, each of us have our own styles in terms of, the way we speak. We often make the mistake of trying to copy somebody whom we like. When we listen to somebody say, oh, that sounds very nice. And we try to copy somebody, that never makes us comfortable, because now we are trying to do two things. One is first get the idea across, and second, to be in a place where you are not natural and where you're not comfortable. So I think being comfortable with your accent, the way you speak, is one of the first steps. We can improve all of these over time, but first get comfortable with the way you speak and then try and convey the idea. And that is what everybody is looking for. So what Ashima said about having your own style is very, very important.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Anand. So quickly going on to the writing strategies, you have to choose whatever you're writing on. It has to be something which interests you. You have to write in simple sentences. And remember, a lot of people don't write in complete sentences. When I say complete sentence, it means it has to finish. It can't be, hanging loose. And I have seen a lot of kids in the schools also, when they write, they are so emotionally involved into the writing that process. They will write big, huge sentences. And when they go back to those sentences, the entire grammar and the concept gets mixed up. So you don't have to write in complicated sentences, simple sentences, but complete sentences. And yes, this is a platform when you're trying to write, you have to involve new vocabulary. When you talk about new vocabulary, for example, a small word like happy. When I say happy, it can have so many different words. Cheerful, right? Any other word which somebody can give us? Joyful, pleased, elated. So when I say, oh, I saw him, he was looking so happy. So instead of saying, oh, I saw him, he was looking so cheerful, or I saw him looking very pleasant, or I saw her looking elated. So small words, start by changing your vocabulary, improving on it, but using small, simple replacements of much simpler words. So I'll quickly play a vocabulary game here. Charming, okay? Charming and happy. Charming would be a little different, Binte. When you talk about charming, you talk about being pleasant in a different way. For example, you say he has a very beautiful smile, and somebody who has a beautiful smile and their face looks radiant, you say, oh yeah, that person looks charming, right? So, okay? Yeah. So, okay, my word is sad. Can you give antonyms? No, synonyms. You all understand the word synonyms, right? Synonyms means same meaning words. So can you give me same meaning words of sad and make quick sentences using the word sad? One or two, not putting too much time because I think we're short on time for today, but we would play a little game. So when we talk about, Achal says what?
Mourn. Yes, it's an extreme case of sadness.
Yeah. And my word sad was an adjective, right? But when you're talking of mourn, now this is very important to understand the different parts of grammar. When you talk about mourn, he is mourning. Means he's something wrong has happened and he's feeling sad, and he's in the, like normally you mourn when somebody dies or something very drastic which causes a lot of pain happens, So, and mourn is a verb. So when I'm asking you sad, when I'm telling you to give me a synonym of sad, we all know it is an adjective. So an adjective has to be replaced by an adjective. You can't replace an adjective by a verb. I hope this is very important to understand the sentence formation. For example, when I say she is a cheerful girl, and when I say she is a hardworking girl, and when I say she is learning to improve she's learning ways to improve English. So you understand, when I was saying she's a charming girl or she is hardworking girl, I was just giving adjectives. But in the third sentence, when I'm talking of she is learning ways to improve her English, I have involved verbs of two different types. So that is called an action sentence, or the tense, so to say, present tense. She is doing it, right? Very important to understand, an adjective would be replaced by an adjective only. Okay, so sad, any words? Quickly. Thank you, Aanchal, for understanding. Sad can be very simple. What is the opposite of sad?
Dheeraj has written disappointed.
Disappointed?
Dheeraj, you want to...
Yeah, please.
Dheeraj, you want to say?
So, again, it's not exactly sad. Disappointed is something different, but it belongs to the same family of.
Yeah, you can be sad because your boss, kind of scolded you. So you get disappointed in your boss because you never thought he can do it. So yes, you're right. It is the extreme situation of sad, right? So very simple word for sad would be, opposite of sad is what? Happy. So sad would be unhappy. We forget the small words. So there are so many small words which can replace. So the idea of doing this is to tell you to change words, because then you are doing a mental gym when you're trying to change words. So when you say sad, you say unhappy, and you say, oh, I'm a little gloomy, I'm so down today, I'm melancholy, So when you replace the words, you're improving your vocabulary. And I think last time we did tell you that if you can keep a book, a notebook, small notebook book, because you are making a strategy to improve. So a notebook wherein you write a date, and every new word which is coming your way, you write it down and you try to use it deliberately. I hope everybody understands the word deliberately. Deliberately means intentionally. Intentionally means, anybody?
With purpose.
Yes, with purpose. Purposefully. Right? Wow, that's wonderful. So you purposefully, you use that word, you record your voice, and you see how you're sounding. My dear ladies and gentlemen, if you're out to improve yourself on English language and becoming confident, you have to strategize. There is no easy route to anything in life. खाना खाने के लिए भी पहले खाना बनता है, प्लेट में आता है, फिर उसको चखा जाता है, उसको खाया जाता है, डाइजेस्ट किया जाता है. So there is, even your Maggi noodles, it doesn't go get digested, it goes and sits in your stomach for a very long time. So anything and everything requires a strategy, and Dheeraj brought that word beautifully. So you have to really set your path. Make your goals, छोटा goals. अच्छा, इस 10 days के अंदर मुझे रोज के 2 words बहुत हो गया, तो 20 words 10 days में मैं 20 words नए सीखूंगी और उनको अलग अलग तरीके से sentences बनाऊंगी और उनको रिकॉर्ड करके सुनूंगी कैसे लगता है. Then I'll go to my Mensa classes, I'll use those words, I'll make the sentences, I'll take my feedback from my mentors. What are you doing? You're working at multi levels. You're making a whole strategy. you're speaking, you're writing, because when you're using that word, you're making sentences, you're trying to memorize the word. So everything is happening. And what can stop you from really improving? Believe me, take me as a secret from me. If you really put yourself down 6 months, अपना लेवल समझ लो आज 6 महीने का टारगेट रख लो, मगर 6 महीना लॉन्ग टर्म है. छोटे 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 गोल्स बनाते जाओ, 10 दिन के, 15 दिन के, 1 महीने के. यू विल सी द डिफरेंस हैपनिंग इंस्टेड ऑफ जस्ट सेइंग नहीं हो रहा है, ये नहीं हो रहा है, वो नहीं हो रहा है. ओके, नेक्स्ट वर्ड, स्मार्ट. गिव मी द सिनोनिम्स ऑफ द वर्ड स्मार्ट and use them. Make the sentences. Anand, do we have the time? We can do it, no?
Yeah, we do have the time. We've got another 5 minutes to go.
Okay.
Smart could be intelligent. I want to start off with something.
Yeah, go on.
Dashing. Dashing, bold. These are the words that Dheeraj and Binte has come on the chat on that.
Yeah. Dashing, bold. What else? Smart. A very simple word which we keep using all the time. Oh yeah, he's a very smart guy. You know, she's so smart. And use them. And then the very word for smart is intelligent. Oh yeah, she's very intelligent, you know. She's very smart, clever, bright. Oh, she's a very smart and bright girl. So छोटे छोटे words हैं, हमारे आसपास हैं. बहुत से लोग बोलते हैं I am not able to use a lot of vocabulary words. I can't improvise. I can't change the words. Just look around. You have so many words around you, which heavy words तो लेने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. छोटे छोटे words इतने हैं ना. Smart, intelligent, bold. Dheeraj writes dashing. Then we have clever, bright, sharp, brilliant. Just use them. And you have vocabulary full. The book would be full soon. You want to say something, Binte? You have come into the speaker panel, dear. Do you want to speak something? Okay.
No, actually, there are network issue here in Kashmir. That's why I'm going left.
Okay, no problems. No, absolutely all right. Okay. Anand, मुझे लगता है बाकी सब लोग सो रहे हैं, है ना? They're just sleeping.
Some people on the chat. I think one of the things that while we talk about, using synonyms and other words, in general, when we are speaking or writing, we don't have to use complicated words, jargonish words, right? The words which are very difficult. There are so many simple words that can be used, and building that vocabulary is important rather than trying to, some people try to write things which sound far more complicated than it really should be. It doesn't have to be. The idea is to communicate in the best manner possible, and that's why these words become useful, right? When we use the word charming versus when we use the word clever, or when we use the word smart, it all has slight changes in the meaning, and so when we are looking at what is the best word to be used in this particular case is what we should look for. Not to look for very complicated words at all is my general feeling about writing. It's considered a little rude to use very complex words when something can be explained in simple words, isn't it, Rashma?
Absolutely. And the simple words really reach out and they make a bigger impact than flowery words, because for a lot of flowery words, people would get so confused, they'll all keep looking for their dictionaries.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're saying something, go on, please.
For the other person to feel confused because we're using words which are very difficult, right?
Yeah. And I think that person will not be able to pay attention to what we are saying, because that person will be lost in that word and would go on to the dictionary. Who is this gentleman? He keeps doing it, very flowery language. I'm forgetting his name.
Shashi Tharoor.
Shashi Tharoor. Oh my God, the kind of words he used, people are actually glued to the dictionaries wanting to know. But okay, he uses it once in a while and we are not so connected that we have to talk to him, because half of the people would say, no, we don't want to talk to him because we don't know what word he is going to use. So it's better to use the simple words instead of getting, making people confused. Unless you really want to make a statement and you want to pose as if, oh, see, I'm so flowery, I don't think we really need to do that. So I think we have spoken much about today how you can improve on your reading and writing skills. It's very, very important. And we have already talked about strategizing, reading, we have spoken about. And when we talk about thesaurus, you all know thesaurus is kind of a dictionary wherein you have synonyms for the words, but you don't have to go to any book. Today your Google gives you so many alternatives and you can just get on to using them. And then you have to write clear. You don't have to jump around looking for flowery words and flowering things. And you have to, be able to write in different ways. When you talk about writing, my dear ladies and gentlemen, when you talk about anything, it has to have a good beginning. It has to have a make sense, and you should be able to hold attention of the people, and you have to give it a right end. And that is what is all about writing, right? And vocabulary, we have already spoken that you have to keep a book and you have to keep improving, using more words and simpler words, not the difficult words, because if you get on to using difficult words, it's going to be difficult. I'm going to give you, how much time we have? 3 minutes, and I'm going to give you a small tongue twister. Anybody who wants to come in, because then we'll move on to the 3 tips of the day. She sells seashells at the seashore. I hope you all understood. So I'll go easy, huh? She, as in she, a girl, sells seashells at the seashore. I don't want you to speak it 5 times. I'm not taking a competition. Just once. Here you'll have to take charge of your own mind. She sells seashells at the seashore. You're not rushing. Take a deep breath. Who would try? And then we... Yeah, thank you, Anand, for writing it down. Dheeraj, you went away. Let's hear from Achal and Binte. Achal.
She shells at the seashore.
अच्छा, अभी आपने क्या किया ना बेटा? You did not pay attention to whatever is written down. थोड़ा सा और जल्दी से बोला. एक deep breath ले लो पहला. Just take a deep breath. Inhale and then exhale slowly. Exhale from your mouth. और ध्यान से देखो नीचे क्या लिखा है. फिर पढ़ो.
Okay. She shells at the seashore.
अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा है इस बार, मगर एक वर्ड में गड़बड़ हो रही है ना? पहला वर्ड क्या है she के बाद?
Shells.
स्पेलिंग पढ़ो बच्चा.
SESS.
SESS है ना? इसको कैसे बोलते हो आप? सेल्स. क्योंकि आपने जो SHELL है उसको श बोला. SH हमेशा श साउंड देता है, राइट?
हाँ.
तो it is, what is the second word? Cells. अभी बोलो आराम से, जल्दी नहीं है हमको, हमें कोई कंपटीशन नहीं है.
She sails at the seashore.
अच्छा, तुमने साउंड्स गलत कर दिए है ना. पहला वाला she है, फिर sells है, फिर sea है. अब यही अगर इसी को ले लोगी ना, थोड़ा सा अपने माइंड को टेम करोगी, you'll be able to understand. अभी यहीं पर एक फोकस बैठेगा. That focus has to be achieved, right? But very good, you tried wonderfully. हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है, मैं जल्दी से 3 टिप्स दे देती हूँ. First tip is read right to speak right. Second is try to convert your cannots to I can and I should, and improve your English by being confident about your own self. Thank you very much and God bless.
Thank you.